Hello everyone, and welcome to the 5th week of Inktober, which is also, sadly, the last week. And as I have with the last 4 weeks, I'm going to be starting with the custom generator I've made, and doing the 2 Inktober, silly randomization, whatever it is, and starting with that, and then hopping into what I actually have planned. So let's hit the go button here. Well then, so kind of like last week, it has 2 that I've picked, which is redesign a character and gift. However, it's put 2 redesigned characters. So should I redesign 2 characters or redo it? Last time I got a double, I redid it. I'll just redo it and use the second one as the other one. So redesign a character, gift, and double. Alright. Enemy. So, well, I'll redesign an enemy and as a good guy, and he'll have 2 gifts. Yeah. Alright, so I have redesigned an enemy, and he has double gifts. And I chose Vati. Vati? Vati. Vati. One of the 2. But I kept his capey thing, but I made it a little bit more like round and short-ish. Actually, I think I made it longer. And then I changed his hat. It's just like a little cappy thing. And I changed his shirt. And I changed his hair. But yeah. So, that's a thing. This is a thing. It's a keychain thing. But, onto the actual picture which I have chosen, which is redesign a character, which I'm slightly cheating on because I'm using a character I've already redesigned. Pet, slice, and gift are the 4 prompts I'm doing for the actual piece, and I'm gonna get started on that now. So the character that I have already redesigned and decided to use for this was Garahim, who, if you've watched some of my other videos, you'll have seen the Legend of Zelda comics that I'm working on, and this is the design that I give him later on in the story. I had an absolute terrible time trying to get him down onto the paper. He just was not cooperating in any way, shape, or form. And considering this is the last picture of my Linktober, I really wanted to make it look good. And I kept thinking throughout the entire thing that it would have been so much cooler if this week and last week was switched because of how the picture with Fi turned out. It was just so epic and amazing, and the background was great. And I knew I wasn't going to end up doing some epic background with this one, so it was kind of... I wish they were the other way around, but it is what it is, and I kind of feel like having this just chill, simple picture is also, in a way, a good way to finish off the challenge of the month. And I enjoyed it, the simplicity of it, and just the relaxed nature. I tried to give Garahim a sort of shocked expression, because the rimlet is meant to be his gift from Link, and it was sitting next to Link where Garahim couldn't see it, and then I just jumped up onto the table and she was like, oh my gosh, there's a thing. So that's what the premise of the picture is, and the cake, as I believe I mentioned at the end of the video, is actually a yay, you've been a good guy for a year thing. It did take me like an hour to get all the colors I needed for it, especially Garahim's outfit, because the inks that I have, especially considering I'm not used to mixing colors anymore, like when I was still in like high school, I did do more color mixing stuff because I painted a little bit more, but I also had more paints to choose from when I was mixing, so they're not the exact colors I wanted, but they were about as close as I could get, which I was pretty happy with considering how long it took me to get them. But yeah, I had fun with it, as I have the other pictures, and while I don't necessarily feel that this one is quite as great or detailed as the one I did last week with Fly, I still really liked it and the more simple nature of it, and just generally how it came out. I do know that a lot of people are like, oh, it's Inktober, you're only supposed to use black ink and black pens and black and black and black and black and black and black. And I'm like, I'm using ink, so it doesn't matter. And while I do understand that concept of it, I like having color in my pictures. I do like using just graphite pencil, but if I'm just using graphite pencil. If I'm gonna use a black pen, then I want to have color with my black pen. I don't like doing just black pen pictures, if that makes sense. And maybe next year I'll do 1 or 2 pieces where I do just use the black pens, and or maybe just much more muted colors, and just to give a little bit of an accent. But for now, this is what I've done, and I'm really quite happy with it, and I look forward to using this medium again and learning how better to apply it, as I still have a lot to learn about it. And yeah, and just in general, artsy stuff makes me happy, and learning new stuff makes me happy, but there are some mediums that I probably am not going to touch. But I hope you enjoyed my little ink journey as much as I did, and enjoy the rest of the video. Not that there's much left.
So here we have the finished and final picture of my ink Linktober. I have my redesigned Gerahim. I have him slicing a cake. And there's the gift of the pet remlet. And I have all 4 of them, and yay, and I'm all done. And I'm slightly sad, and also slightly good, because this irritated me so much. Trying to draw him traditionally is really, really difficult for me. Like, I have enough trouble digitally where I can fix things. Yeah, I didn't do too bad though. Here, let me. You can kind of see him there. Maybe. Whoop. There. So I mean, you know, it's alright. It's alright. I mean, Link turned out pretty good. My remlet's cute. Let me zoom in so you can get a better look. But yeah, this is the design I gave Girahim for the story that I'm doing, where he becomes Link's sword. So his blade alters in order to match Link, so he's, instead of a demon blade, he's a shadow blade. So he changed, mainly just because I didn't want to draw him in white spandex all the time. So this is his 1 year you're a good guy anniversary cake. And Link got him a remlet cause he wanted a remlet. I don't know. I like my table. But yeah, so that's this. And it's all done. I'm gonna go die now. But yeah, it's all done. And like I said, that's the last one for Linktober. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be using inks again because they were fun and I've got a whole lot to learn. I'm definitely gonna use them again, and I'm gonna just try to start doing more traditional stuff more often. My plan is Sundays will be videos where I do more traditional art like painting and drawing and stuff, and then Wednesdays will be my digital art stuff that I do. And I'm gonna see how that goes, and I'm gonna keep trekking on this art journey of mine, and I hope you'll join me by maybe hitting that subscribe button. You don't have to though, don't worry about it. But yeah, no, if you want to see more, you know, please go check out my other videos and maybe come back. See you on the art journey. Bye.